So today's video is going to be a foundations Friday. So it's going to be a wear test Friday. I plan to have these up every single Friday from here on out. I kind of want to make it a series. I'm going to incorporate high-end foundations, drugstore foundations, and I just would like to tell you guys that I have a very oily skin. It is so crazy how oily my skin is. So I don't try all foundations, but I do want to experiment just a little bit more so I can find the perfect foundation for me. I'm going to try my Holy Grail primer, which is my Kane & Austin Prime and Protect primer. I know that this primer works well with all of the foundations that I use. It really mutes out the redness in my face, and I feel like it helps to keep me matte throughout the day. If you guys saw my lucky bag video, then you would have seen that I got this Hylamide HA Blur, which is, I'm assuming, a primer. It basically says it's a hyaluronic based prismatic blurring surface finisher. But on the back of the bottle, it says to apply over or mixed with liquid foundation. So you're either supposed to apply it over your foundation or mix it in. I don't know how I feel about that, so I'm probably just going to apply a light layer over my skin and see if it works for me that way. So I'm going to try this one on this side and then my Kane & Austin on the right side. We are going to check in with you guys throughout the day, and then once I get home tonight I will update you guys with how my skin is looking, how the foundation has sat, and all of that jazz. The time currently is 1:34, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on. I'm going to switch you guys over to some music while I apply this onto my face. So the foundation that we are trying today is going to be the YSL All Hours Foundation. This foundation, it claims to be up to 24 hours of wear, flawless matte full coverage, and it is oil free. So the first ingredient on this is alcohol. So I've mentioned that before when I first bought this foundation. So we are going to try this out, and I'm going to apply it with a beauty sponge because I don't ever usually use brushes to apply my foundation. So I'm just going to apply that all over my skin, and then you guys are going to see how it basically reacts with those two different primers and what the difference is. So I'm going to do about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, which looks like that. So if you can see, it is a little bit runny. It's thick, but it's a little runny. And I'm going to just apply that all over, starting with this side first. As you can tell, it is definitely full coverage. That is one layer on my skin, and it looks nice. It has minimized a lot of the redness. You can see on this side I have a lot of redness on my cheeks, and you can tell that it is completely gone on this side, so it looks very nice. This cystic pimple here, it's covered, but it's not completely covered. That is something that concealer would probably have to take care of. And so far it looks really nice on this side with the Kane & Austin. So I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of a close-up. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it on this side now with the Hylamide primer. So now I'm going to go over the skin with a second layer and just cover up the spots that I feel like need some more coverage. And don't forget, when you are applying foundation, bring it down to your neck, because for my case, my foundations hardly ever match me because my skin tone is a little weird. So I always have to make sure I bring it down to my neck. Some people do their ears too, but I don't like to do my ears. So like the side with the Hylamide accentuated a little bit more of my pores in this area. And I feel like the Kane and Austin, you can see my pores, but they're not as accentuated. So I'm just gonna try and cover that with some more foundation and see if that helps. So I'm gonna finish up my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like with translucent powder, and then I'm gonna take you along throughout my day. Okay, so we are currently shopping and I'm doing my foundation check-in for you guys. So this is up close. I'm in the fitting room, so the lighting's, it's good here, but it's not the best. So I noticed it's starting to rub just a little bit here in my nose and my crease lines. My pores are accentuated. I don't know if it's coming off on my forehead from trying dresses on or not, but it's been about 5 or 6 hours, so the wear on it has been okay so far. I don't know if it's a true 24-hour foundation like it says, but not bad. Might as well do an OOTD while we're at it. So I'm doing this update on my foundation. This is my last and final check-in. It is currently 9:21 and this foundation has now been on for about 9 to 9.5 hours, and as you can see, my face is super dewy. Let's take this off. So I'm gonna pin my hair up to get it out of the way. I'm gonna do a little close-up for you guys so you guys can see the foundation close-up. So here on my face, here in this area, you can see that the pores are accentuated. My face is very dewy, oily, and I don't know if blotting it with will help in this case, but it has again been on for 9 hours, so I feel like this is a pretty long wearing foundation. It's definitely not a 24-hour foundation like the bottle says. As far as it being matte, it is matte at first, but again, my face does get very dewy and oily, so that might be just from my natural oils, but so far it's not bad. Coverage was great, and it wore nice throughout the day with both primers. If I had to choose a primer to wear, I would probably choose, they both look about the same. Be the side that blurred my pores, but my pores don't look blurred, they look very oily right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Foundation Friday. My next foundation that I'm going to be trying is going to be a drugstore foundation, so I'm going to switch it up every week. High-end drugstore, high-end drugstore. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications, that way you are notified. Bye guys, I'll see you in my next video.